The other day I was talking with my brother and he was getting very angry because his friend, who games on console, was saying that PC was holding consoles back. And my brother had told him that it was the other way around, that consoles were holding PC gaming back. But he asked for my input on the matter. Now I can see this from both sides, but there are certain arguments that need to be addressed here. I'm a PC gamer, so obviously I have my preferred platform. But when this argument comes up, it's good to understand both sides of the coin. To a console gamer, the PC is daunting. Yes, it's more powerful, and yes, it'll play more titles, but you have to build it, or you have to shell out a bunch of money on a pre-built, which, for some reason these days, cannot be fairly priced. So they're upset. They don't know how to build a PC. They don't have anyone around who can help them, who can teach them, and games on consoles don't tend to look as good as games on the PC. And if PC gaming simply didn't exist, there wouldn't be arguments about frame rate. Console developers could make any game any way they want, and nobody would be worried about better graphics and frame rates. Honestly, the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 might be playing games at 60 FPS because graphics wouldn't be such a big deal. With nothing to compare them to, it's not like we would even know how superior they could be. It could be more relaxed in a console-only world. This could be kinda nice. But in a very obtuse way, I guess you could say PC is holding consoles back. But that is a very weak argument, being as how we don't live in a world without PC gaming. And without computers, there wouldn't be gaming in the first place. So are consoles holding PC back? Well, I guess you could say yes and no depending on the games you play. This isn't the sort of thing that bothers indie developers. We have a huge market of games to choose from, and some are more beautiful than any AAA developed game we've seen so far. And some are very simple, and graphics aren't the main appeal. I think that's why we're PC gamers. Not so much for the graphics, but because of the choices. We have more options, and we aren't stuck with just AAA games from well-known publishers. If the game industry were to crash, I think we'd be okay. We have more than enough capable indie developers to make really great games, both visually and otherwise. But when it comes to the argument, is PC being held back by consoles? You can say yes. Developers have to make sure that they make a game that isn't too demanding for consoles, but will also have enough content for all platforms. And the fact that they have to juggle like this is unfortunate. PC development is, for the most part, limitless. You could potentially make games that anyone could play. And in a PC gaming-only world, the only issues you'd ever face is having enough space for the games, or having a suitable graphics card, but so long as the game is made right, almost anyone could be able to play the game that comes out, no matter how demanding. And I say this all hypothetically. This isn't a scenario where console gaming never existed, and we understand how to optimize correctly. In a way, we're holding each other back. For consoles, developers have to make sure that they are fair with their features. They can't just add more features to a PC version of the game because it wouldn't be fair. That's why it doesn't happen. But on the flip side, if consoles didn't have to try to compete with PC, we wouldn't know to complain at all. So the coin does have two sides, and you can look at it from either one. I simply know what I prefer. And the industry is going in a weird way recently, and I'm unsure about what's going to happen with consoles 10 years down the line, but I know this. Everyone has their gaming preference, and none of them are wrong. Yes, it is true that everything in a small way affects everything else, but we should be seeing the silver linings. Not bothering ourselves with the gloomy sides. PC gaming is superior, and consoles have exclusives. This is the way it works. Do what makes you happy. Don't worry about what others game on. If gaming makes you happy, that's all that should matter.